Happy holidays from Anna Lodge. Yep, it's that time of year, and so I thought we'd give you another appetizer recipe. This time we're going to use a little phyllo dough to create what I call phyllo cigars, little stuffed rolls of phyllo. I had something like this in a restaurant in Minneapolis, and it inspired me to create my own version. We're going to use beef. I think they used lamb, but we love Mediterranean food, and so this is a great appetizer. You prep it up ahead of time and make it really easy for your parties. Our ingredients are here. We've got our ground beef, of course, which we're going to cook off with a little bit of onion and some garlic and some carrots. And then we're going to use the phyllo sheets. And the thing about phyllo sheets is they're super fragile and they dry out really easily. So when I put them under a piece of or dish towel to keep them from drying out, it's really important that you do that. They'll stick together with a little bit of melted butter. And then for some seasonings, we've got pepper, salt, cinnamon, nutmeg, paprika. And I've got a little allspice in here, which I had to grind up because all I had was whole berries. So, at the end we'll throw the feta in, we'll roll up all the cigars, put them in the oven. Here's all the prep. I've got the ground beef, of course, our feta. The butter I'll melt just before I work with the phyllo, and I put the phyllo back in the fridge so it stayed nice and cold for us. Minced garlic, chopped the onion, the shredded carrots. I just bought these in the bag at the grocery store. Took it easy on myself. Got our paprika, salt, pepper, and our warm spices, cinnamon, allspice, and nutmeg. So, let's go to the stove. Here's our package of phyllo dough. Kind of unwind it like that, and you can start to see all of the layers. Put it out here in front of us. See how just tender it is. There's one piece, just like that. So, I'm gonna keep it. I'm going to keep it covered. Here's our phyllo. I'm going to brush it with butter, and we'll put one more sheet on, brush it with butter, put one more sheet on, and then we'll start to fill our cigars. It's very easy to rip. You want to be gentle until you have like a stack of them. This is the same procedure you would use for like baklava. Layers and layers and layers of phyllo separated by butter. Off another layer. Once you get some layers going, it will get much more sturdy, but the third layer won't feel quite so delicate. Every time I cover that back up so it doesn't dry out. Super important. I've got my pizza cutter here. I'm just going to cut this down the middle. So now it's a piece like that. And then I'm going to cut it roughly into thirds. So it looks like it's just a square. And then we're going to take a little bit of the meat. And now it's just like burrito making. We're going to roll this nice and tight Tuck the ends in. Pinch the ends. Maybe pinching the ends is easier. There we go. So, I'll finish this. And then because these didn't have any butter on the bottom layer, we're just going to brush these with butter again. Just to help to keep it dry out. They'll also help to make it crunchy when we bake them in the oven. I'll finish putting all the rest of them together. Here are all our Phyllo cigars ready to go for the oven. If you want, you could sprinkle them with sesame seeds or poppy seeds. I'm going to leave them plain, but be creative. Once you've mastered working with phyllo and all the butter and melted, it's kind of a little messy, but you can stuff these things with anything. Spanakopita is the Greek triangle stuffed with spinach and cheese. Uses phyllo just like that, only you fold them into triangles. So lots of ideas. If you don't want to use beef, use chicken, or use lamb, which is probably even more traditional. But phyllo's fun when you start to learn how to play with it. Let's pop these in the oven. Here are our beautiful beef and feta Phyllo cigars. All nice and crispy, golden brown, crunchy. I'm serving it with a little tzatziki. You can find that recipe with the lamb burger in the summer of 22, I think episode 6. Ready to go? Let's serve our appetizers. Thanks for tuning in to Cooking at Nano Clutch.